Great. So you put it so the flat thing's facing up. Perfect. The idea is you try and.
Oh, you want to face it up or down?
That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
So again, I don't know if I've got it.
Just got the arms in this one.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, this is the. So the idea is you try and get. Well, I managed it. Yeah, I managed it. It's just because I don't thumbless, it rolls off the hand.
Okay,
Yeah, I managed. I got it. That's good. So one is good. For me, that's really good. No, the one is okay. See if you can do it. Oh, it's really, it's about the knockout. So you've just got to keep a nice shape.
I'm not going to try and do that. It's more like trying to.
Yeah, just try and get a shape. Just careful of everything. Keep it all tight. Keep your arms folded. No. Keep your other arm forward. That helps you keep this together. Yeah. So it's difficult, isn't it?
Jesus.
So yeah, it's pretty nasty. But for me, because I'm little, because everyone always takes my hand, it's really important that I can keep them off. So for me, it's very useful. I wouldn't say it's very useful for more the top rolling guys. I think for someone like me who has to do the nasty little tricks, it's good that good if I can do it. I'll do one more and then we'll get on to some arm wrestling. It's a dodgy feeling, you know.
I'll try my left one as well.
Yeah, what I'm aiming for is that by the summer I need to be rapid. Yeah. I'm not there yet.
Once you've got it up, but it's just once you've got it up like that.
Oh, it's horrible.
You know?
It's horrible.
Yeah. I think it depends. Did you ever
I do thumbless
like
that helps. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, I think thumbless helps. I think it just tightens it up in here, a little bit more stable. Just try not to tear anything, you know. Yeah. It got moving, didn't it?
That one did, the other one just didn't.
Yeah.
Let me try it again on this side.
But it's something to aim for, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's other things you can do with normal dumbbells.
The only thing is, when you do it thumbless, and you once you get it to about there, it to roll off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the good thing about that is once you've got it up here, it's easier.
You must kind of fall back down on it.
Yeah, but the difficult thing of this is the fact it's so near to the table because they're little bells. Whereas, with a standard dumbbell, you can set up more weight than this and easily do more weight because it's higher. Yeah. But because it's so damn low, it's really difficult. So that's much more realistic to what you're going to be having to defend from. Yeah. Whereas I would say you can work up to it by putting a normal barbell on here, dumbbell. Yeah, just because the bar's higher, so it's easier for you to do it. Yeah. And then you can I could do 60 odd with a standard thing, but this low is really difficult. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, that's something to work with. Yeah. So I just thought it would be worth having a go.
A little bit, yeah.
So it's
at least I moved it a tiny bit.
Yeah, and it's sort of it's just something. It was quite fun on Wednesday because Sai came we went to Ellie's house.
Oh yeah, I see that video.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ellie's maybe been overtraining a little bit, but actually, even though he's sort of suffering now, it's going to benefit in the long run. Yeah. Well, that really gets my wrist up. Yeah, maybe we don't. Yeah, maybe that's enough for the forearm. We just did for that. don't think we need to do the shoulder thing after that.
Nah, definitely.
What if, sounds cheeky, what if we like use that as our warm-up in future, you know?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Because that'll help with the whole...
There's no way we're going to hit that kind of power through our arms on the table.
No.
So that's going to prevent injury.
Yeah.
If you can, that's more likely to injure you than arm
That's
wrestling.
definitely going to work up to try and do exactly what you did there. Try and get it up there and try and over it.
Yeah, it's just control. So the worst thing is that bite. You know, you can't, because your body says, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And you have to say, no, I'm going to have to carry on. Yeah, it's a bit, some of it's psychological. Yeah. And I mean, especially for a bigger guy like you, I think you've got enough strength that you can train your knockout, because I think your arms used to be quite mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Better shape.
Yeah,
Almost like
I'm just trying. I've been looking at myself in the videos when we were doing it.
Yeah.
Looking over it, and I see exactly what you meant.
And you weren't pressing it out. You're doing it nice
No,
little shape.
I'm just trying to keep that position and just take it, follow it right through, basically.
Nice.
You know, just trying to.
Perfect for me. It's like me. I'm just trying to slow you down. And it's a brilliant exercise for me. It's like really difficult. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, good. You know that, like, I feel it there on the deltoid.
Yeah, you do, yeah. That's pretty much around there, obviously around there as well. You know, but that's a lot of the, you've got a lot of lever here. The position where it kind of force comes from here. And up here once you're trying to move back.
Yeah, and you have to
These
kind
2
of,
points.
you almost have to mechanically find that sweet spot for where to post from. Because you might, some people are close in. A lot of the taller guys, they've got like close in lock, whereas me it's kind of out here somewhere. Some people might be, Devin Lallard would be like this. Every miles out. It's only weird. Oh. Yeah. It's very different to cable machines. Quite difficult. It's a pity the guys are always busy, because it's like, it's really nice when you've got more of a mix.
I know.
Yeah, otherwise. Yeah.
No, I mean, at some point, you know, I mean, during the summer, I'm doing maybe, even during the week, even when I've got the kids on a Sunday, I could always just get someone to sort of look after for like an hour.
Well, I've done some lunchtime things before, and it's like, there's guys that are quite local, so relatively, so it's like, I think maybe I can convince them to come along.
Yeah, yeah, an hour and a half, whatever it is, you know, just have a little...
Just a little food for
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
It's a good thing. It's definitely it's helpful. Good for my back, because I've got a desk job, so I just end up chairs. So it's like anything like this is using stretching me out. I'm an architectural technologist and technical manager. So basically, I'm like an architect. But basically, I advise architects and surveyors and councils. So I'll do every RIBA stage. So basically, I mean, I cut my teeth designing buildings. Doing apartment blocks. Hundreds of flats.
like that.
I used to do flats for, I designed flats for actually Cole and Lennox Lewis and all these people. But I housed Girls Aloud when they first became a band. It's not a band. I housed, basically the music company paid for them to live in this 2 flats. So when they won this competition, we housed them. Big flat. Busted, McFly. Again, we just housed them. Actually, I think it was Busted we put in the morgue. So what it was is it was a beautiful old. I met Lennox Lewis. I was in the gym next to Cheryl Cole before she was Cheryl Cole. That was quite funny, tiny little lady with loads of hair. But no, it was good fun. But Lennox Lewis was a lovely guy. Well,
I think he's another.
oh, right, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure.
The other one was Steve Collins, a brilliant boxer, Steve Collins. I did a polo stadiums, horse stadiums film.
Yeah, okay.
So that was his hobby. Yeah, he had some horses. So it was very strange because you think boxer like Steve Collins, you know, and what they do when they retire, you know, and it's yeah, he's an interesting guy. Steve's a bit of a. Steve was edgy guy, nice, but you wouldn't want to get into a fight with him. I remember one of my colleagues said, to people ever tried on with you? He said, all the time, I love it. Like, oh, okay. There's Lennox Lewis, more easy going, just a sort of a genuinely soft. He beat everyone, yeah. He was the first person to unify the belts. So he beat, I don't think there's many people he hadn't beaten at some point. He lost his belt a couple of times, but he's one of those few people who came back and got it back again. You know? So it's like, not many better people, certainly not many better tacticians. Considering he was a huge guy, really tall, massive hand, you shake his hand, it's like a shaking hands with like a soft padded hands, big, like unbelievable. But he was actually very fast for a big guy and tactical. It's amazing. I never met. I'd like to. There's a few guys I would have liked to have worked for, but it was whoever came along. Yeah. Nice.
Building on it.
Yeah. I'm trying not to go full king move. It's really difficult not to, you know, because pronator I rely too much on these days. You know, going out. It's difficult to hold. Ideally, I should be able to hold. If I'm strong enough, I should be able to hold it in here, but I'm not there yet. So it's like, or says I mean, you're a lot heavier than me, you know. So yeah. That's me trying to hold it.
Other ways I can try and rather just try and lean over try and
well, yeah, you can get into a pulling position. It's good. Try and get some sort of arch, because especially if I'm kind of over here, over there, you've got such a tall arch you're going to have to go through. If I'm over here, it's less of a problem. But because I'm over there, you're having to get down there somehow. So you've got to sort of somehow get over my wrist and down, you know. So you've got to sort of look at your opponent and try and make some whole table lines, you know. Kind of imagine the lines you're following. Yeah. Yeah, because that's very sensible. Kind of open
I felt like I'm struggling.
Pull me out.
Let me try and come out and pull down.
Yeah, stretch me out.
Yeah.
Because if I'm out there, I'm not going to hold it. So do just a bit like what I do. Yeah. To do that. And people don't do it very often.
And that's the whole point of that.
Keep it together.
Holding that form.
Yeah. Although I can't do that on my left. I don't have the nerves. I don't have the. I mean, I struggle to do chin-ups because of that. I had 3 ribs removed from a bone tumour. So
Didn't they replace it?
Yeah, so what it is, it's like a Ripley mesh. So it's kind of vaguely rib shaped, sort of. It feels like ribs, to be honest. But apparently it's some sort of mesh. And they reckon I'm tough. It should be tougher than real ribs, but it doesn't feel that way because it flexes. It kind of bounces. I don't like it.
They've had that for quite a while, like that, have you?
Yeah, 2017.
Okay.
So, but it was. I didn't think I'd arm wrestle again. Certainly didn't think I'd be able to do grip. And I got a lot of my world records after the surgery.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it says a lot. But sometimes a bit of adversity in your life, you train more. So it gives you a bit more motivation.
It's funny after
Oh yeah. Yeah. If your number comes up on sort of tumours and things, you just have to kind of do the best you can with it. Yeah. That's better. Ooh. Yeah, you opened me there. Good.
The last bit, I didn't follow through fully.
Yeah, what you could do is kind of good old-fashioned rotation as well. Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, I'm not easy. It's a very little lever, which is a bit of a weird one. You need some practice with some taller guys. I mean, it was really good that first time that Edmar came because he's more realistic, you know. So it's sort of you should, if you ever have the time, visit the Essex guys. They're in South End.
Okay, South
Is
End.
it South End? What's it called? Yeah, yes.
There's one in Peacock.
Oh,
That's
is it
in
in?
kind of Camden Town.
Yeah, not Peacock, but Peacock is good. The Legion Peacock gym is on our boot. But I don't go there, I should. But I mean, as a coach, I tend to just stick around. Yeah, so it's the on the Essex. I'll forward the details to you. They'll be watching this, shouting at the screen, saying it's. So I'll give you the address. But it's great because they're all strong guys, and it's like they've got gaining a lot of experience, and they're really obsessed with arm wrestling. So you can't do much better than that. And they're bloody strong. If you want the best, the strongest guys in the country are in the Slough Slammers, but they're not as good for trying to coordinate a meet-up and getting advice. They're just really good, but it's sort of, they're great guys. But again, the Peacock's similar in that you go along, I don't know how much advice you get, because they're all wonderful beings, but they're incredible. So if you want a proper workout, yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's something that a lot of people can't do is the amount of pressure you can put on at an arm's length is ridiculous. Yeah. I think Andrew got a bit annoyed with me, and it's like, hang on, I said we were doing this before he said he was doing that. So it's like,
I kind of did feel that a bit.
you know, I can't be everywhere. And it's like, I'd love to be able to go to every competition, but I need a bit of time with my wife sometimes, and it's like, this morning it was great because we got to go to the zoo, and I get to do some training afterwards. It's lovely. Really, God, no, I'm puffed. Oh yeah, you kind of completely take my energy away there. Yeah. Oh no, I've run out of puff. That's really good. More of that, please.
I think, like in competitions, you don't really want to train too much before it, do you?
We always have a
session now.
You
probably wouldn't want to do one to the following day.
If you're doing competitions, you have at least a week's break.
Literally
nothing. But you could do very light band work for your aerobic, you know.
You need all those fibres to heal up to get that maximum.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I mean, a lot of the top guys, they'll do very heavy sessions up to maybe 3 weeks before. You don't want to get. You need time to heal.
Yeah.
Because
that is just as important.
Yeah.
That's very important.
I mean, it's the connections that are more important than anything else. And it's like I've not got as much muscle as most guys. So it's like you have to have those tendons, and the amount of pressure you get, yeah, it's going to tear up, isn't it? Yep. Oh, that bit. Got there a bit in the end. Ooh.
Already. After a few heavy, you put everything into it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the difference between training and competitions. Is at least we can like swap over, have a bit of a, you know, swap arms. Sort of you get to the point, and then you kind of you want to build from it. Don't you? Oh yeah, I never noticed these things. So when I got this, these screw in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, quite fun. So because I've only bought this last year, I've been always using other people's tables on my one. Yeah, my one's like a homemade one. So
A few hundred quid for you, don't you?
this was, I think, including postage, it was about 600. But you can get them less. On Amazon, you can get a arm wrestling table for like 300, 250 or whatever.
Okay.
So it depends on what you want to.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you pay for what you get, and these things, they really last. And the good thing about this is I can buy these short legs set for sit-down competitions. So yeah, you can literally get a new set. So I mean, if you ever see this coming apart, these legs come off, it folds up, and the base screws into the top.
Yeah.
For when you put it in the car. So they're very easy to move around. There's others that are even easier, but these ones are nice and sturdy, and they're competition ready. So it's like, you know, this is what the World Championships is on, the Mazorenko table. So at least you're not going to be surprised by, if you go to competition, you don't want to have this, you don't want to think, well, this is a bit different. It used to be very different. Back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, they had so many different tables. You know, there wasn't really a standard. They had roughly the right proportions, but you still get some rubber band ones where it doesn't move at all. Okay. It's just one solid. Well, it's a post and a post, and a band. Okay. And you can go into bands. I've always thought maybe what if you attach your arm on it? I don't know, on the post. But then the old ones, back in the day, the really old ones were like a donut pad. Okay. And it was far harder to get elbow
trying to slide it.
Well, you couldn't slide it.
Not if it's like
not as easy because your elbow's in it. And the trouble with that is you got more injuries because you can't elbow foul very easily because your elbow's in it. So it means you're getting to some extreme angles, and I think people are getting torn up and all sorts. And I think the good thing about this is elbow fouls can be called more easily. You can really see what's going on. I think it's a much better setup. Yeah. Yes. Go. Oh, yeah. I wish I could curl my wrist. It's like when I'm connecting, that just stops. Right,
it's double.
Well, you're that one. That one I can lift my hand. That one I can't lift my hand.
It's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I can get my hand sideways. So what I'll do is it looks like a curl. Yeah. It's actually my hand going sideways. Yeah. But that's as far as it will go. So it's like really fully stop the other guy. So I want to be able to make something of it. But I've got a very good pronator, as you probably noticed. So so it's like you kind of overcompensate with the other one. Yeah. Go for it.
Trying to hold it back there.
Yeah. Well, it really helps you got a strong hand, because a lot of guys, their hand collapses, whereas yours doesn't. So that helps.
Oh, I heard a couple of crunchy noises as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it was both of us.
I think it was probably both of us.
I think so.
That was a bit tough, that was.
Yeah.
I don't know, could try, one thing that's quite interesting is handless, so you do
like this?
curling over. It's a good way of putting a, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's not really a match thing, it's for practicing that strength, so you biff up normally. So basically, so we take turns. So I go in to get you to turn, and you do the same thing. And you're trying to get, like, you know, I keep saying try and go over the other guy's wrist.
Yeah.
Well, this is you're trying to pop tight in the way.
Yeah.
Get it over the other guy's wrist. Exactly. You see your sticking point's there, where your sticking point's there, you want your sticking point to be there. So yes, so I'll show you when I do it. So I'm trying to get over.
Yeah.
Easier if I had a longer arm. Yep, so the same thing with you, try and get around by this. It's a great way of training rotation. Because it's a really good way. Sometimes you get jammed up with someone, and you can't go this way. So this is a really good way out. So it's a really good way to, especially if you've got a longer lever, you can here you can really get in there. So you can push down with your hand. So try not to go out. Just keep the shape. It's on the right will be a bit more even, so you'll feel it.
A lot more than usual.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point. We're supposed to gain from it, aren't we? Yep. I mean, the equivalent weights you'd have to do in the gym would be significant. So, right. I mean, imagine the number of weights you'd have to pile on the cable machine to do the same thing. It's much more efficient just to have another person.
Yeah, true. It's true. I mean, an actual gym, an actual cable machine, like the triceps. It's only like
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
50 kgs.
Yeah.
That's the most you can learn that. So now I'm starting to do more of the free weights. You know, but again, it's with armwrestling. It's like the different ways how you've got to do
Angles. Yeah.
On the motion, not the full lockout motion.
Yeah.
The halfway bands and then they get
crunches.
Yeah.
One thing you want to do, if you've got cables at the gym, don't do linear. Just set it up. You can even get a table in. Set the cable up to simulate sort of easier angles.
Yeah.
And then it's a great way of. And then at least your body knows what to do.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with the cable. The strap on you put on, and there's a bar that happens to be just the right height.
Oh, nice.
So I kind of use that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so that goes up.
This one's really good for keeping your shape. You know, so right hand, same thing. So it can hurt the wrist a bit. It's a bit like having a strap. So basically, I'll take you to the pad and then vice versa. So I go there.
Yeah.
And you're going to do the same thing. So go. So you're opening up your shoulder. So try and keep it together. Go. That's it. This is good. Promote this feeling at the top.
That's a lot different.
Yeah.
Totally.
So if I do the same thing,
I can feel it so much more here
if you're having trouble keeping it together, you can use your other hand to hold your arm if you want. But I'm going to put quite a lot of pressure on. So. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Feels much different.
Yeah.
Doing it like that. But again,
you don't have to do it in arm wrestling. You want to get yourself into that position that you can feel the rotation. But you can see people do it when they almost dump the front. But you need to get the other guy over to your position to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You get other guys like, if you look up Dean Scarsbrook, actually Craig Sanders does it as well. He can do a really good rotation from quite an open position. Okay. He'll really force it out. Probably not very good for his arm, but he will go for it. Whereas me, I tend to get, like you saw, I try to get really tight.
Yeah.
I could try and do it further out, but I don't think it's very good for me. If I do it out there, it's much harder. Yeah, whereas there's guys I know who can do really good stuff like that. So same thing for you. You're trying to get it over to you. That's why it's good to, you saw me using this arm to tighten this up.
Yeah.
So across the chest, sort of, even if it's almost imaginary, so it just helps you. Yeah, okay. You're pushing down through my... Use your hand. Nice, that's better. Oh, no. Always keep your hand.
Yeah.
So
it was my wrist was touching.
Well, watch. So your hand comes more in.
Yeah.
You want to bring more. So you're gaining a height.
Yeah.
Height.
Okay.
If you're out here, you're losing it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're trying to promote this.
Position there.
The more over here you are, the more you can beat my wrist.
Yeah.
Because you can go round it. If you're down here, it's very easy for me to hold back. So you're trying to just climb over the other guy. So climb. Yeah, and so the idea is you want to be able to push this part of your hand down into the back of my hand.
Okay.
So you're aiming down there somewhere. Yeah, so physically pushing. Yeah. You're rotating. So rotating.
Yeah.
So it's rotating. It's a top roll position.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, it's a hook and a top roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So go for it. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's really peeled me open.
That.
That was good. Same again. Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Good. Oh. It was something else to do. I know we're training a bit heavy today.
Yeah.
But it's a shorter session, so it's like... Yeah.
That's what it's all about though, isn't it?
I don't think I would last very long today, simply because of Wednesday's thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's good stuff.
Yes, it is, definitely.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. That pain was coming from everywhere.
Oh, well, you don't want to overdo it. Right. It's funny then if you go against someone who's not not done a lot of proper arm wrestling, even if they're stronger than you, you've got the number over them. Because you've got not only you've got the angle on them, but you're used to where to pinch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. Yep. Really? Yep. Good.
Gee, that stretch that was.
Yeah.
I think it might be done.
I might be done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That. Thanks for that. Ooh, it made there a bit more on this side, I think.
Yeah.
I thought this one stretched a hell of a lot more today. Maybe there's those different methods we tried using, locking the wrists.
One thing you can do to help that, good old hammer thing, just a bar with some weights.
Yeah.
Just get used to keeping your shape, because I notice you tend to kind of go out. Try just to keep it. If you can keep that there, even if the other guy opens your arm out here, you can gain a bit of elevation on there and hold them off. Whereas as soon as you lose that, you don't have that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Alright, I'll let you take this. Put this one in first.
Oh yeah.